I'm back to talk about Harley Davidson's adventure bike, the PanAmerican 1250 Special. I like adventure bikes because of the utilitarian use of them. They're big, they compensate for something, and they just look cool. However, the PanAm didn't quite look as cool to me at first, but boy was it cozy like a cuddly girlfriend after a nice seafood dinner. As all of my first dates go, the PanAm bike didn't strike me as too attractive at first. The front end, when viewed from the side, it just looked weird. It didn't seem to fit the bike. However, after whining, dining, and riding her for a while, the bike that is, and seeing the benefits she offered, I couldn't help but fall in love with something that I didn't find attractive at first. But looks aren't everything now, are they? Just ask Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie. I guess personality does go a long way. Also, in the beginning, I was nervous about the ride height and how tall the bike was when thinking about coming up to red lights. However, thanks to technology and the one short guy at Harley Davidson who wanted to ride this motorcycle too, Harley provided adaptive seat height, which is an option on this bike. Having that option is a huge selling point for my 5'8" masculine body. Yeah. Being able to have a quote-unquote tall bike but not be worried when stopping at red lights is a huge relief. After hopping aboard and going for a ride, the get up and go was pretty good. Not as much as I was thinking it would be since I had never rented a 1200cc bike before. Granted, I was just on the electric rocket from Mars, so that could have tainted my perception a bit. But I didn't feel like it was lacking any power since I was feeling the front end lift a little bit when rolling onto the throttle quickly. Speaking of going fast, the opposite was happening while shifting. I was sometimes slow on the shifting because it took more force upward on the gear peg than I am used to. Therefore, I was missing shifts and just feeling stupid. But hey, everyone needs to be humbled every now and then, right, LeBron? Next, I began thinking of how the windshield was creating an awkward and hindered eyesight through the windshield and how I wish I could move it. Well, after being informed by the tour guide, Harley really did think of everything on this bike. They gave us the option to move the windshield up and down to create the perfect eye line through it. As for comfort, it was pleasant to ride and it gave me confidence even though it's a pretty large bike and I'm used to smaller motorcycles. Because it is a larger bike, it made me feel safer on the road around other vehicles. Not that I actually am. And it was so comfortable that when I'm old and retired, I could see myself going on long road trips on Harley's PanAm 1250 instead of getting a touring or a cruiser type motorcycle. I mean, the seat was extremely squishy and soft, just like Kim Kardashian. Just go look at it and touch it for yourself. The seat on the PanAm, that is. One of the key features this bike offers is the center stand in addition to the regular kickstand in case a tire goes flat while riding in more remote places. And to make fixing that flat tire easier, you can make the option to get tubeless tires for the spoked rims. Another clever feature is the angle of the headlight beam. It can be changed to be narrower or wider depending on your needs, which is pretty neat. Well, that's all I got for Harley Davidson's PanAmerican 1250 Special. Thanks for your time and let me know what you think about the bike and what you thought of this video, and have fun out there. And oh yeah, my tour guide almost got in a fight with this guy in this truck. He said he was almost on the verge of kicking the guy's door in, but he refrained and didn't. It was a pretty close call. He kind of induced it. I would say the guy in the truck is not at fault, but hey.
Oh, it's good, brother.